Okay, so, like, I kind of forgot how big this interior was, but we still need to decorate it today. Welcome back, everyone, to Create Dinosaurs, episode 29, where that is right, we are going to decorate the interior of our wonderful innovation center. I'm just calling it that. It's from Jurassic World. We all know it is. I can't be bothered to give it my own fancy name. Oh my gosh, it's a miracle. There's actually Brachiosaurus that aren't stuck in the woods over there. This is a rare sighting, guys. Get a picture whilst you can. Okay, right, sorry, I have the back on track and everything. I want to do the interior for this building here. And we would have done it last episode and stuff. However, I have been waiting for just a little resource pack to come through made by one of my friends. And I am really excited to show you what it is. Ooh, the taco farm's been working. That's good. So when it comes to doing the interior for this building here and stuff, obviously it's the main building at the center of our park. And it's kind of going to be the first building that a lot of the guests at the park are going to enter, and also sort of the kind of building where you might pass through it if you're leaving the park as well. So I need to tailor the interior to fit something like that. And I think the thing that is going to fit that best is probably the most obvious thing: a gift shop. And I'm not entirely sure how much space I want to allocate to it. However, I am thinking this sort of area over here. So yeah, I don't know. I'll just section off this area here, partially because it's also easier for me to put shelves here because I need to replace this bottom block of glass with some stone instead. So in terms of shelf space for like where you could fit the most stuff to go in a gift shop, this is it. I think we're also going to have sort of like payments and also just an information desk over here, you know, because it's like right by the entrance and everything, so it makes sense. As for what's going over here, I'm not entirely sure, because the thing is, if we go and take a little bit of a peek underneath the floorboards and stuff, as you can see, we still have our lab down here, like, you know, my top secret lab down here that never actually got an official entrance built into it. So just doing some logical thinking and everything, it would also kind of make sense to put an entrance to it somewhere in this building. The issue is, I'm not entirely sure where, because of course, like, any space taken up by that is space that we can't use for our guests, which in the main building of the park, it's kind of a decision that you probably wouldn't really make. However, I think just given the fact that there's kind of no other good entrance area and stuff, I am probably going to say our best bet is a staircase over here. Oh gosh, because yeah, there's also this farm in the way. So the staircase does literally need to go over here, because otherwise it's going to be going through a farm. That makes this even worse, because that means I need to section off this area here and everything, which I would have rather used as another sort of desk. So what on earth am I going to put over here? Okay, you know what? I think I am going to do the easiest solution here, which is just put a sand barrier to mark out the location and just forget about it. I want to get to designing the interior of this place. I don't want to get stuck trying to work out where everything's going to go. So what's the first thing that we're going to add to the interior? Well, so obviously I've just gone and made all of these sections and stuff. However, they're not really the first thing that I'm going to work on, because you might notice I have left a very big and open gap just right here in the middle, and that is because we're gonna put a skeleton here. But if we go right in the very center of this building, which is right here by the looks of it, conveniently with a torch, I think what I'm going to do is sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we also come this way, so it's a little bit rectangular, and I think I have enough blocks for this. You know what? I am liking the look of it. It's not very fancy or glowy or anything like that, but when you see what we're probably going to put on top of this, it makes sense, because if I go and grab one of our nice bio fossils and everything, and I put it right in the middle, are you guys ready for this? It's gonna be really impressive. There we go. That's it, right there. That's a dinosaur. Okay, no, obviously I am joking and everything. We can make them bigger. However, I would like to see if we can get a tall dinosaur, like, you know, a sauropod, like out there. The one thing is, there's no way to control it. That's a Quetzalcoatlus. Oh, not Quetzalcoatlus. What am I on about? What are they called? Therizinosaurus. How did I get those two mixed up? Oh, you're not massive, but like, Okay, we're ditching the sauropod thing because, like, that's a really cool dinosaur. I'm gonna be honest, I have absolutely no clue how long I would be re-rolling that because I think it literally cycles through every single dinosaur that you can get in the mod, and, like, just look at the number of orange DNA here. That's a lot. But right, so we can make them bigger somehow. The question is, do I have the stuff for that? I genuinely don't think I do because I think I tend to throw it all away. Hold on, please tell me there's some in the sifter. I don't have any. I needed bones. Is there any sort of way I can get bones easier? Okay, this has thrown a bit of a spanner in the works and stuff because I completely forgot about the fact that I would need bones to make the skeleton larger, and I think I have literally thrown away all of my bones. Well, okay, I guess it's time for me to go on a bone hunt. Can I get some bones in this and stuff? There we go, that's a bone. I don't actually know how many I should be working towards getting and stuff. I feel like 10 is maybe a good number. Okay, here we go. We're getting a few here and stuff, and some shale fossils. That's nice. No, you, I don't want you around here because you summon centipedes and everything when there's loads of you. Get out of here. Go. Oh, wait, no, I see you as well. I see you. Get out of here. I don't want to deal with a centipede. You, over there. Give me your bones. Okay, I'm up to 9, and there's no massive centipedes around here yet. Come on, there we go. Right, okay, I've got 11. I've got more than I need. Let's go. I'm getting paranoid. I'm probably fine and everything. I'm probably safe. I just don't feel safe. I keep thinking I'm hearing scuttling and stuff, and it's throwing me off. Right, okay, that went well. So now, if I come and touch this with a bunch of bones like this, there we go. Oh. Okay, so I accidentally used 11 there and you just kept getting bigger. I also forgot about the fact that I can rotate this if I right-click on it. Okay, but now that's making me curious. How big can you get? Wait, I have an idea. I wonder if the tunnel bore's got bones in it. Oh, there are so many bones in here. I did not need to go down into the mine. And I think it has stopped. Okay, so the answer is 13 bones. But there we go. So it's not a sauropod, but it is indeed a dinosaur skeleton in the middle of my building. And personally, I would say it looks quite cool. The next part which I think I am going to work on is kind of going to be the gift shop. And I say kind of because there's still something which I don't think I can quite add just yet. But like, I can at least get all of the shelves done and stuff. And what I am going to do, I am just going to make it look like there's a random mixture of blocks, even though I haven't got the full palette, because I can't be bothered to go and get the full palette for just that. There we go. And then as for the shelves which we're going to put there, so I'm going to use trapdoor, and I assume that spruce is probably the best fit. I mean, what's that? That's cordiates. Cordiates is okay apart from the fact that it kind of sucks to farm. Oh wait, Zelkova looks really nice though. Maybe it's not the best shelf, but it kind of works. Let's try that. I mean, we've already used Zelkova wood and stuff, so we should have a bunch here. There we go. And we are going to need a whole lot of trapdoors for this. And yeah, so I think we're going to have shelves going the entire way around like this. There we go, just like that. And of course, like, to put stuff on the trapdoors, it means that we can't take up this block here, so the next row is actually going to need to go up there. And of course, we're also not going to put it on the glass because that would probably look a bit weird. And that is looking great and stuff. And I think we're also still going to use a few spruce trapdoors because when it comes to the shelves, I don't think we should make it all out of the same resource and stuff like this. I mean, actually, that kind of looks okay, but also it kind of blends in with the floor because it's the same wood type. So I think instead, if we leave, let's say a 3-block sort of boundary around this entire skeleton, because of course we need space to walk and everything, then that would also mean a 3-block space from all of the shelves and stuff, so it's gonna start looking a bit weird. Trying to work out where I can put it all and stuff. I guess here is sort of the only spot. But right, okay, so we'll go 4 blocks up with the trapdoors like that, and then probably use all of the space available to us because I'm not the best at interiors, so I kind of like when I can just fill stuff in. But then, right, so just go and put all of the trapdoors across like this, and on the row above. Okay, though, this is looking decent. I think it's maybe a little bit strange and stuff, but once we sort of, like, fill stuff up, like, we put stuff on the shelves and everything, it will probably look okay. So, what sort of stuff can we put on the shelves? Well, obviously, we have stuff like Dominican amber chunks, regular amber chunks. We can even put in this mosquito amber chunk that we found. Obviously, you could do a bunch of different biofossils and just pretend that they're little figurines. Oh man, we got all of the coolest ones here. Dude, why couldn't I get any of the ones like this earlier? We can also go and put some of these destroyed figurines on top and stuff, which I really should work out how to repair. Let's see, that one's made out of granite or something, so what if I go and use granite on it? Let's see, in 3, 2, 1... No, what if I try some polished stuff? No, wait a second. Isn't this an archaeologist's workbench or something? Can I use this? Oh, wait. Like, what if I do that and then... No, doesn't work. How do I do this? Oh, wait, what if I put a relic scrap in there? No. Do I have to combine 2 of the same figurine? No, that doesn't work either. Here we go. They kind of go on the shelf. Yep, there you go, Pineapple, selling priceless artifacts in a random store. I take it none of these tell me how to repair a statue at all, right? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I was going to continue with the gift shop and stuff, but, like, I'm genuinely too curious about this now. Guys, I figured it out. It's these things. It's pottery shards. And look, I repaired all of the statues and stuff. So apparently they have to go through like 2 stages of repairing. It's like at first they're broken, then you sort of get a repaired version, and then you get a pristine version and stuff. And the zombie one is up here, and I'm gonna be honest, it looks kind of weird. But like, I haven't seen the rest of them yet. So what's a piglin one like? Okay, that one's kind of cool. It's got some gold on it. I'm excited to see the Enderman one, and that's quite creepy. What is it holding? And then there's this one, the Anu figurine, and this is something that appears a little bit in fossils and archaeology, because I also have a feeling that, where is it? It's like the ancient helmet or something, which I should have a repaired version of somewhere. Here we go. It's like, it's kind of like this or something, which I can't just right click onto my head. Yeah, it's this, which doesn't really work with my skin. Let's see, have I got a skin that doesn't go on the outer layer? Does this one work? No, that does not work. Oh, there we go. This one should work. Yeah, it's like this. Like, I think this helmet is supposed to be like Anu or something, and I don't know who Anu is. So I'm very interested to see what this one's going to look like when it's placed down, and also a little bit nervous because, I mean, like, there's this picture here and stuff. And then there's that picture where they're fighting. And, like, I know that there's supposed to be some secrets in this mod. So I'm really nervous that me placing this down is going to summon something. Whoa. Okay, dude, you've got wings on you and stuff. You would actually go better over in the middle somewhere like this. Wait. You're levitating, you don't even sit on the ground. Okay, well, anyway, moving on to the rest of the stuff that is supposed to go in here and stuff, I could do some of this pottery. And I'm trying to remember, do you just make the pots by, like, doing this or something? No. Like that? No. Oh, you do it like that. Okay, so there's different shapes. So I think we'll do 3 of each of these. So then just like this feels like maybe the shelf would collapse under the weight of these, but who cares? And just like that, we have finished this shelf. And you might be wondering, Pineapple, what's gonna go on this shelf behind me? You know, the one by the window and stuff, and I am not gonna tell you yet. That's right, I'm keeping it secret until the end of the episode. For now, I would like to get to work on what is probably going to take the longest in this whole thing, and that is the staircase down to the lab. Because even though I shouldn't need to do too much digging for this and stuff, it's still going to take a decent bit of time. Plus, there's these guys hidden around, okay? So, given the fact that this bit is going to take a long time and also actually requires building and stuff, whereas the rest of this is just kind of decoration and putting things in, I would like to get to work on this and just get it done. So yeah, let's start making a staircase, I guess. the lab is much further down than you think it is. Like, just going down here and everything, this is a much taller staircase than I thought it would be. But yeah, it's nothing complex. It just comes down the stairs, goes around here, and enters right where our ladder used to be. We have a cockroach in the lab. Get out! I do not want a centipede in here. Also, something else I did just whilst that was going on, I found some more destroyed figurines in one of my chests, so I decided to replace some of the Enderman, and now we've got 2 Steve statues and a skeleton. This one is still freaking me out. I feel like something's gonna happen, like you're gonna summon a boss or something. I just don't trust you. But right, so that is now the staircase done, and I'm gonna be honest, we still have a lot of empty space here, which I do not know what to do with. Now, it is making me wonder, should I actually move the front desk over to this side or something? Because then, like, it kind of leaves this area a little bit open for more of the store and stuff. But genuinely, I don't know. Oh, you know what? No, I have got an idea. I think my brain has done a think for once. But I think I need this. And also maybe one of these. But if I just go and make another one of these sort of pedestals, then just maybe this is a nice way of taking up some space and also getting this out of the way out there. I mean, this one's a little bit empty, but like, I mean, it's still something on display. There we go. That's definitely helped. And you know what? It does just feel much less empty over here now. And it feels like it's not just sort of unused space. It more feels like we're actually leaving space for people to walk and look around these things. But right, okay, so I think there's 2 more things which we really need here, and that is a front desk and also finally the things that are gonna go over here. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten, we are getting to them. And funnily enough, both are going to require clay, which is a thing that I don't really have much of. Okay, never mind. Now, one of the things I am going to need is cyan terracotta, and I don't actually know if I've got any cactus. By the looks of it, I do not. Okay, is there a way I can get it? Or actually, is there just any other way that I could get green dye with the create mod or something? No. Oh, wait, actually. Oh, no. I can get this with basically any plant. Okay. Okay, and hopefully 2 bits of cyan dye is enough because that should get us 16 and we don't really need too much. But yeah, so I am just thinking sort of like a nice curved counter like this or something. And do we try and replicate one on the other side? I mean, it would require me getting more terracotta. Nah, I'll just put another dinosaur there instead, because that's cool. What is that? Dilophosaurus? That's a nice one. What the... Guys... What is this? Okay, and right, I think with that done, maybe the last thing we need is just like a till or something here. Yeah. I don't really know how you could do a better desk design. I mean, maybe if you put some blocks there. Yeah, that's slightly better. But right, so guys, we have finally come to it. The thing which I have been avoiding this entire episode. We're gonna add something to these shelves here, and I am really excited to show you guys this. So a couple days ago, one of my friends called Buzzy Combs, they made a little bit of a texture pack to go alongside this mod. And what it does is it takes a block which nobody ever uses and it turns it into something fun. And those blocks are the glazed terracotta blocks, and they require a few different colors. So I think it requires white, magenta, blue, cyan, and black, which I think luckily we can get by just crushing a bunch of stuff here. And right, we basically did this all just a couple seconds ago, but I need to make a bunch of different colors here. Although honestly, I think just 2 bits of each dye is more than enough. Just like that. So now we have all of the colors, and just to save time smelting, I'm just gonna put all of this on the blasting track, and you guys are about to see what these turn into, and it is absolutely amazing, trust me. You guys are about to see it appear here or something. Oh my god, there it is. It looks like a mess right now, but trust me, it's really good. Okay, and they're finally done, and are you guys ready to see them? They are just here in my hotbar. Look at them. They're dinosaur plushies. They are absolutely amazing. Now, once again, all of the credit for actually making these models goes to Buzzy Combs and stuff, but because they're glazed terracotta, of course, that's a directional block. So I'm pretty sure if I just go like that, they don't work. That's not where you're supposed to be. Wait a second, do I need to use item frames for this? Okay, so I may have had my information wrong. I think I am supposed to put it in item frames, but there we go! We have 5 little dinosaur plushies, and they are all absolutely amazing. Right, I need to pick these up. So I believe what we have is an Ankylosaurus, Parasaurolophus. Oh, it looks like Dan. We have what I assume is a Pteranodon. Then this is something. It's a raptor. No, wait. Yes, I think this one is a velociraptor, and then this is a Gallimimus. And yeah, they're all modeled after what like you actually get in the fossils and archaeology mod and stuff, so it all fits. And once again, they are just absolutely amazing, and I cannot thank Buzzy enough for letting me use these. So yeah, thank you very much, Buzzy. Now, let's see. How many slots do I have? So that was 15, then 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so you know what? I think I'm just going to remove that one singular shelf up there so I get a number divisible by 4. And I think, as well, what I'm going to do to make sure that they all have a place and stuff, I'm just going to cycle through them. And why did 2 of them face the wrong way? Just so that they're equally spread along the entire shelf. Alright, so first of all, let's just go and adjust all of these ones so that they're facing the correct way. But then, also, all of these ones on the corners and stuff, we can get them to face diagonally just so that it works a little bit better. Oh, look at that! Oh, it is absolutely perfect. It just ties everything together. So in conclusion, in our wonderful little gift shop / innovation center, whatever you want to call this now, we have got a front desk, a statue of a Dilophosaurus, some ancient armor. We've got some bone armor, which is kind of ancient, but not really. I think this is actually a modern human creation. We have some weird little archaeology stuff that we dug up and is now for sale, which you should not do for the public at all. We've got a very impressive Therizinosaurus statue. We have a bunch of amber and even a mosquito amber. A bunch of mini skeletons of dinosaurs for sale. Some ancient pottery. Some very mysterious statues, one of which is very ominous and kind of scares me. And of course, most importantly of all, a whole bunch of dinosaur plushies. Just look at them all. And with that, all I have left to say is thank you guys for watching. Another massive thank you to Buzzy for letting me use this. And hopefully, I will see you guys all in the next episode. I cannot state how absolutely happy these things make me.